Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, under the special grace, until the warm embrace. Where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now. And if you'd like to see us live in WMVA 88.9 FM studio, WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, that's right, all over the world, in Iraq, Iran, all you have to do is go to 1350.com, 1400.com, go to Church Webcast, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Beautiful rainy day, 58 degrees on the outside. The weatherman said partly cloudy, and it's supposed to change later on.
Well, let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WMVA 88.9 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, and good morning.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and TikTok. Sorry, TikTok. And we promise we'll shout you out.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go over to YouTube, please. We need the numbers. Go to Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1, or at FYI Radio Show host, Yolanda Hinton. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we promise on this beautiful Monday we'll shout you out.
You promise?
Promise.
Shout out.
The weekend. How was yours?
Had a great weekend. Didn't do too much of anything. What did I do? Yeah, I had a great weekend. Went to see my little niece who turned 41 years old. And she had a great birthday party on this weekend.
That's marvelous. I got a chance to vote this weekend. Listen, you all get out there and vote. November the 4th, tomorrow, is voting day, election day in Virginia here. Make sure you all get out there and lift your voice. Your vote is your voice.
That's right. Get
and out there. I also, my uncle, I want to say happy birthday to my uncle who turned 80 years old. Uncle Joseph Williams, happy birthday to you.
That's good.
So it was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Great things going on. Today is FYI Monday Sports Talk. And we have our very special friend, Mr. Brian Fuller. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. FYI's in the building.
Yes.
I'm doing wonderful on this great Monday.
Good morning, sir.
I tell you what, I love hearing your voice. I'm glad you're up here. We got a lot to talk about. But Brian, before we get to the NFL, I want to talk a little bit about the NBA. The regular season began on October 21st. What do you think?
Oh, all I can say is OKC.
Woo!
Thunder. undefeated,
Talking,
still holding
yes,
it down.
talking about a good team.
Yes,
I
most
see why
definitely.
you're a fan.
Yeah, those young guys are holding the fort down, as well as a lot of other up and coming young teams in the NBA. The Spurs, uh, the 76ers were doing good things. This is going to be an exciting season, I believe. And
But do you have a problem with it overlapping? You got the NFL, we all into it, week 9, and then you got the NBA on top of that. Is that a lot?
uh, no, because you know the Tuesday, Wednesday throughout the middle of the week. That's a good time to catch some NBA because we get football Monday, Thursday, Friday for the
Friday.
high school, Saturday college, and I think it works out well.
What you think, Mr. E?
I want to say good morning to you, my good friend. Good morning, and
Morning, E.
thank you so very, very much. Listen, you chose a great team in the world. Do you think OKC can pull it back together again this year after they stomped everybody last
Ha,
year? Do you really
yes.
think that they can pull it together and pull up the Golden State Warriors? And why is Westbrook acting crazy?
Well, yes, most definitely for certain, Mr. E. They're playing outstanding basketball with a few key players out, such as J. Dub and Chet Holmgren had a few injuries. Caruso, they have some important players that haven't even stepped foot on the court, and they're still 6-0.
That's right.
So
Wow.
yeah, I see it a repeat.
That's right.
How come
That's right.
OKC is so good? What are you all doing right?
Well, here in the good old country of OKC, where the sun is shining and you smelling the cows are out and they can go fishing. See, these young guys, they're not distracted like the big city guys like LA, Miami, Atlanta.
Yes.
You said
They're able
cows.
to go to work, go home, go to sleep. They don't be in any scandals off the court. And I think that's a part of the success for
You
the
said
young guys.
you said cows and fishing. You forgot to say prairie dogs and
Yeah,
timber.
it's just a simple life, and they're not distracted. They're not
It
distracted.
is one of the most peaceful places that I've ever been in my life, to tell the truth. My son and I visited there. We did some music there, and I couldn't believe how it was so laid back and so nice. It was really a nice place to visit. So I see where they get that mindset of, hey, we out here, we can do our work, we can play our ball, but we can go home and hey, chill back and not worry about a whole lot of stuff.
That
Exactly.
that's right.
Well, I
That's
tell you
right.
what, that is the NBA up and popping, but you all, we're still keeping our eyeballs on the NFL. This is week 9, Mr. E.
Just before we go to the NBA, we want to give some shout outs to the LA Dodgers who won the World Series 2 times in a row. What do you think? What do you think, Brian?
Did you say LA Dodgers?
Yep,
What?
The LA Dodgers won a very
Really?
exciting final Game 7 of the World Series up in Toronto. They
that's right.
crossed the border,
Oh, I
and
didn't know.
you know Mookie Betts, who they say is like LeBron James of baseball, he was responsible for the hits and drive in the runs on top of a great play from that Frankenstein of a player they created in Japan,
Yeah,
Otani.
yeah.
Because he is just, I've never seen anything like him, Mr. E and Miss Hinton, in the
Wow.
baseball world.
Well, how long is
It's
the
tough.
season? How long is that season?
It's over with
Is it
now.
over with? This is the
That's
last
right. This is the
championship.
last championship game for the LA Dodgers. Won it 2 times in a row.
But how long does it last? Is it like so many games, just like the NFL,
Yeah, just
NBA?
like NFL, they got so many games that they play, and everybody got their chance out there. The baseball, the basketball, the tennis, the football, you name it. Every sports that out there, they got us. The WNBA, boxing, got everything. Everybody got a time limit on when to shine. You know, Brian. Just before we get into this into football, I think that we ought to take our hats off to one of the greatest quarterbacks that I've seen in a while. That's Mr. Jalen Daniels. What do you think about that that crushing broken
Yeah, that
elbow
was terrible.
incident on yesterday?
Yeah, truly. Just hate that for the young man. And, I know it's part of the game. It's a tough physical game, but he definitely is an exciting player to watch. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. Another guy with, to me, great character off the field. He always gives reference to his Lord and Savior and his God and his mother. He's real respectful.
Yes.
I hate that for the young man.
That's
Absolutely.
right. That's
You
right.
know,
Situation they in.
that's the truth. You know, I was going to ask one of these questions down, later on. But since you all brought it up, what about these injuries this season? So many injuries, so many players going out. What is going on? What's the reason? Is it getting rougher and tougher? I thought they had, kind of like gotten rules and regulations on certain things. At one time football was really all about, busting somebody up and really fighting hard. What's going on now, Brian?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ken, I think they might have toned down the physicality of the game. I don't know if these guys don't take training camp and conditioning serious, but I would.
That's right.
Yes.
At any given moment, you can break a bone.
That's right.
Get a concussion. So I think that they should definitely take it serious as far as training camp, doing the OTAs, just all the above. Check all of the protocols because a lot of them probably sit out. They want a vacation and go to Cabo and different places, and it catches up with them in the season. You can tell.
Since February, Brian, the team that the Dallas Cowboys be playing tonight, they have at least 10 to 15 players that are injured, that are out.
That's a lot.
They have defensive back, they have cornerbacks, they have quarterback, Kyle Murray, he's out. They have safeties and tight ends that are out, and also a punter that is out. So they got injuries, and they got them on injury reserve, and they got them marked as questioning, and they got them marked as being out. All these folks, and since they changed the game, and they trying not to hurt one another, make it touch football, I believe that they should have left it like it was, and let them boys play like they supposed to play. Because right now, when you take them and make it touch football, you got a lot of injuries, a lot of people that's being hurt.
It is amazing.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Brian? You think it's going to get better? Should they set more rules? Should they do touch, flag, do like a little kids, flag, flag football?
Maybe they could shorten the season by a couple of games. I know 17 seasons is, I understand the business aspect. They want to keep the TV ratings going and people going to the Coliseums, but it just seems like I look at Aaron Rodgers, Geno, those older quarterbacks, and I'm thinking we're in week 9. We still got 2 more months.
Yes.
It's gonna be cold. Aaron, can you handle it? Can you handle it? Joe Flacco, can y'all handle it? Getting popped when it's 0 degrees in Cleveland about the end of November. I just don't think so.
When we begin to look at these injury reports, when we begin to look at everybody that got hurt up out there, and then when we look at how some has come back with pins and screws and needles and the cold weather hit them like crazy, and arthritis set in on them. And that's a problem for them players out there, especially when they're trying to get it together.
Ooh, absolutely. So look, let's go ahead and talk about NFL Week 9 winners and losers. Mr. E, where we gonna start at?
Well, we're gonna start right here at the beginning when we look at the Chicago Bears.
Oh
No, let's start
man.
at the Ravens. Ravens finally got back on point.
Yes.
They're 3-5, playing against the Miami Dolphins, who's a 2-7. Brian, take us through that game. 28-6. The Baltimore Ravens finally on Thursday night got back on track.
Yes, they got back on track because Lamar, number 8,
Yes.
back in the building on the field, performed. You could tell he brought the energy. The guys stepped their game up. You might have to look out.
That's right.
Wow.
Baltimore showing me something. Lamar is not a loser. I see that was a great win against the declining Dolphins team.
I know.
Do you think it's too late in the season for the Ravens now?
No, I don't.
3-5?
No, I don't. They could very much win 6 in a row.
Okay.
Lamar's been
Now-
out for a good
now-
while. I think he's healthy.
Now, speaking on 6 in a row, there's a team with the quarterback got hurt
Yes,
yesterday
absolutely.
that lost how many in a row? They lost 6 in a row. That Commanders, their score was 38-14, and the Seahawks, out of all the Seahawks who are doing a good job this year, 6-2, played against the Commanders, and they lost. The Commanders lost 38-14. What about that game?
First of all, that was hard to look at and see them be, and
What?
toe up like that. The Commanders.
Well,
I mean, it was. What do you think, Brian? It was a little bit sad to me.
Yeah, it was. It's hard to look at because a lot of, you have to push for Jaden. He's an up and coming star. You see him on the commercials throughout all the games, but I
Hey,
just
Brian.
see the Commanders. I thought when Debo came over there, see, I tried to tell you, Mr. E. San Francisco had news. See, Debo had a deal of Ruth Chris out there.
That's right.
And, Red Lobster and Pier 88. So he was eating too much.
That's right.
And it's showing.
And then when he left
The Commanders, Dan Quinn, they might need to consider discharging him if you don't get it together.
That's right.
By the end of the season.
When Debo came over to the Commanders, that a lot of people were thinking that would upgrade the Commanders. That would make them on point. But he is only one man, and he didn't add too much to the Commanders game, because when I looked at the Commanders and I saw the score, and I saw, not because Jalen got hurt, not because, so then let's erase that. If Jalen hadn't got hurt, they wouldn't have put that many points on the board, because Seattle Seahawks came to play. They didn't come here just to talk trash. They come to play. Now, here's another one that looked good yesterday. The Chicago Bears against the Cincinnati Bengals, 47-42. What a great game that was on yesterday. So Chicago Bears now are 6-3, Brian. What do you think they're going to do for the rest of the season?
I think they will win. The Bears are one of those teams they're making the change. Caleb Williams is coming into his own. He is a good quarterback. So I look for the Bears to try to make the playoffs.
I think they will. I mean, they look like they're coming up. They look good on yesterday. Along with, let's go back to the Seahawks. The Seahawks looked real good yesterday. They were full of energy. They just knew they were whipping the Commanders. They were just like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to win. Hey, we got this. But the Bears as well, they're looking good this season.
And when you look at them teams out there now, a lot of people underestimating the Seahawks as well as the Chicago Bears, just like the Green Bay Packers underestimate the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers beat the Green Bay Packers 16-13. Brian, and they had a better record than they had years ago and last year. They are now 5-4. What do you think about Carolina Panthers?
This is the materialization of Bryce Young, the young number one pick that came from Alabama. The guy had a rough couple of years, but he's been staying determined, and you're starting to see Carolina make a tick upwards as well.
Yeah.
I think they may be a year away from making a good playoff push.
What do you think about the
Yes.
Tennessee Titans?
Wait a minute, don't go there yet, because I just want to say something about the Packers. They might have lost, but they look cute. I love those uniforms. Remind me of back in the day, some kind of, just the way they look. They look real good, but unfortunately.
That's why they got
Yeah,
something.
unfortunately, they must have had new uniforms on. Unfortunately, they couldn't win.
Aaron Rodgers with a brand new uniform on out there trying to play against Carolina Panthers. You know, Aaron Rodgers looked kind of crazy out there with some high top tennis shoes, high top cleats
Jordan
on.
Love, Mr. E.
You know,
Jordan Love now.
look, Jordan Love out there, because Aaron used to be out there, and but when you look at the Carolina Panthers, who, they won 5 games and they beat the Cowboys though.
Yeah.
But here's another one that you got to look at. What are they planning on doing this year? That's the Chargers versus the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, Lord,
what in
have
the world is
mercy.
wrong with the Titans?
Well, the Titans need a coach. They need a reset because the young man, the number one pick, Mr. Ward, I see a lot of potential in that young guy. So I think he needs a few more pieces. They're going to have to get, beat down.
They need a whole lot of
more
pieces.
draft picks to help him.
Well,
They'll
yeah.
be good in 2028, 29.
That's right. That's right.
Well, that's what I want to know. If the Titans last season, I mean, these numbers are not good. 1
And 8.
and 8. Come on now, what are they doing?
They did. They
Yeah,
do.
it's time to,
Let's go back to the drawing board.
Build around the young man, because you can just imagine probably the morale in the stadium with the fans. And, I mean, you come to support a team that gonna lose majority of the time.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they gotta make a restart.
Yes.
Another good game was a hard-hitting game yesterday, Bryant, was the Minnesota Vikings
Ooh.
playing against the
Yes.
Detroit Lions.
Yes.
27-24. What is going on with Detroit?
Detroit is that division. We talking about Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit are in that NFC North. I think that's a very competitive division in the NFL, and maybe all 4 of those teams could go to playoffs. I'm not gonna never count out the Vikings.
Yes.
Because they got a young coach, and those guys like playing for him. Just as Detroit, they like playing for Dan Campbell. That was a good game for NFC North.
It was.
I have to give them props.
Here's another good game, Brian, that folks been sleeping on. Why is it that the New York Giants gave the 49ers a run for their money on yesterday, 34-24? Why? What did the New York Giants bring to the table that y'all couldn't put them away?
They
The
did
New York
put them
Giants,
away.
They gave Dallas Cowboys problem with Russell Wilson. Now, don't forget about Russell throwing 5,000 on you guys.
Now, what
You
did
got
now,
young Jackson Dart. This guy, he's going to be a star too.
now you got
They don't
McCaffrey
have
back
Cam
there.
Scatterbull because he got an injury that's out, and Malik Neighbors. But the Giants are a team you're going to have to watch.
Really? You think so?
Well, the
The
Giants.
defense is Abdul Carter. I'm telling you, give him another year to get together. I don't know if you got to get rid of Dayball. I really don't care about his demeanor, attitude, but that's a tough team, Mr. E.
When you look at the New York Giants and the 49ers, they put some numbers up on the Cowboys. But when you look at the 2-7 Giants who's wrestling with the Commanders in last place,
And showing the rookie.
That's right. That's right. They started that rookie, but for that rookie to give the 49ers a hard time on yesterday, and even though you did beat them by 10 points, my hats
Yes,
off
yes,
to San
and
Francisco
yes.
49ers. Y'all needed Debo out there yesterday.
You all are
No,
not
they
doing
didn't
bad.
need Debo.
They needed Debo.
They won
The
though.
49ers are injured too. But
Mhm.
it was just, Dart is new to he's new to the game, and Mac Jones, Purdy, they just got the experience over the young guy.
I know your boy.
And
I know your boy Cedric Bell
Bell.
is happy today because they almost beat the Jaguars. Did you hear from Cedric?
The Raiders. The
they
Raiders.
they almost
That's what we say. Almost
they
doesn't count.
almost
he keeps it on do not disturb every time, and that's a lot. That's every time.
that's every
The
day.
Raiders hardly win.
That's right.
Raiders
That's
not
every
doing
day.
it.
That's
They,
every day when you try to get with Cedric Bailey about them Raiders. See, that's what he get when you can let him know since you're not too far and you see him. Let him know that's what that I said. That's what he get for trying to be an undercover cowboy.
Yeah,
he said he had two teams now. Oh my goodness, let's talk about the Steelers and the Colts. Oh, the Colts are just, I'm surprised they lost, but they still are on fire. But the Steelers came through 27-20. What
That's
do you
right.
think, Brian?
I think yeah, you're absolutely right. The Pittsburgh Steelers were fired up yesterday. The defense, their defense was sending a message. I think they were prepared for the game. I still think the Colts will go further, maybe in the playoffs, out their division, and because the Steelers. Me and Aaron Rodgers, my age. I went to high school with Aaron Rodgers. He should be talking sports too.
Leave Aaron alone.
When it comes down to it, he got 8 more games. I want to see how he's standing up in December.
Oh my God!
You got to leave Aaron alone. He did good for Pittsburgh
He
Steelers
did.
after he done been passed around. Him and Russell Wilson did the same.
They
Russell.
got Daniel Jones in check and made Daniel Dimes turn it over like he was in New York.
Now, why your boy Patrick couldn't look in his crystal ball and tell him that the Bills gonna whip him? Man, I never seen Patrick.
Are you all surprised though?
Oh,
that the
yeah,
Bills
because
beat the Chiefs.
I never seen Patrick on his back so many times on yesterday.
He know he didn't do nothing.
How many times did he get sacked yesterday? About 25 times.
They say he did bad the whole game.
He stayed on his back. I thought he was doing exercise or something. I mean, and he threw in the double coverage. He made some decisions that it made me scratch my head and think Buffalo may just have the Chiefs number.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
That's right, because they was on fire yesterday. The Buffalo Bills was on fire. I mean, your boy Patrick could not pull a rabbit out of his hat this time.
Yes.
He couldn't even work no magic. And every time I turn around, he was down there. Bishop had him down there on the ground.
The whole game. But what about, oh my goodness, we have coming up this evening, Mr. E, but the Saints, did you get the scores for the Saints? What did they do? Are they going to play?
The Saints, I think the Saints lost yesterday.
The Saints are not doing too good. Y'all pray for them.
Pray for them.
Pray for them, Lord jeez. But tonight, the Cowboys, who are you all playing, Mr. E?
We're playing against Arizona.
Oh my goodness. Predictions. Brian?
Unfortunately, I'm going to predict Dallas because it just seems like the stars are lining up for their favor. They're at home. They're on national TV. They just got thumped. What was it? Denver just, bucked them all around. Busted them up. So I look for them to bounce back and win convincingly.
Oh, I
Well,
gotta see
if
it.
you want my prediction, I'm gonna give it to you.
We know your
The
prediction.
Dallas Cowboys gonna be there.
By what? What they gonna
The
beat by what?
Cowboys gonna be there. Just look for them to win. You can't give them a prediction. But here's what happened to the Rams the Saints on yesterday.
Mhm.
34-10. The Rams beat the snot out of the New Orleans Saints.
Sports.
34-10.
I said pray
So
for
that
'em.
game tonight, I want you to know that game tonight gonna be on fire, and the Dallas Cowboys gonna bring it through, and they gonna play against the Arizona Cardinals. So Brian,
Oh
you made a
wow.
great decision. You can run down to the bookies and tell them that you rolling with them.
Well, we'll see. Brian,
Yeah,
thank
we'll see.
you. Thank you so much for being on today with us. We look forward to having you back on. And you
It's my
all,
pleasure.
thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful, pleasant Monday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to FYI Radio Show. Sports Talk. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10. And have a wonderful, wonderful beginning of your week on a Monday. Bye now.
Through those open doors, where I am now, I'm getting special.
All right. Woo, I tell you what, Sports Talk is definitely fire. Look, make sure you all check out the NBA as well. We're going to go on backwards and forwards. Have your team, have your rah-rah. But don't forget, hey, if NFL is on fire. Week 9 and it has come and gone. It's moving steady, but the games are good. I'm just kind of like squeamish when it comes to all the injuries and things like that. But let's hope things get better. In the meantime, we're going to do the replay this evening. FYI After Dark, you all check it out. We have Earl Bynum. As soon as we get our date for him, he'll be on our FYI Radio Morning Show. We have FYI After Dark, men's issues around the town. We have Fun Friday, serving that tea in the morning. We have men's issue Wednesday. And Miss E, there's a young lady you have coming on. Tell us about
Miss
her.
Lorraine will be here with us. She's got a great assignment at the casino called Awaken the Men, Awaken the Kings.
Wow.
You don't want to miss it. That's December 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's Awaken the Kings. And she called the Kings the young men. So she'll be here to dialogue with us about awakening the King.
Is that on the 12th, I believe, right? Wednesday, this Wednesday.
Yes, right.
All right,
Wednesday.
so you all tune in. Look, don't forget to subscribe. You all that are on TikTok, go over there at Y Hinton, right there where you are, and please subscribe. And then you can go over to our other channels, all our channels on social media, and subscribe to those channels. Look, be blessed. Have a wonderful evening, 6 p.m. Check out the replay. Tell folk about it. And we'll see you back here on Wednesday for Wednesday's, not Sports Talk, but Wednesday, what's
Issues concerning
under
men.
the hat, issues concerning men. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Right.